Hey everybody, this is Jake with Roleplay with Reason. Today I'm going to show you how to make pickles. Specifically, my guys love when they're drinking their mead to have some spicy and sometimes garlicky pickles to go with it. So I'm just going to show you my real basic easy recipe, and it's super simple. Everyone makes pickling sound super hard, like you gotta have all these fancy chemicals. Really easy. So the first thing I gotta show you guys is the raw ingredients we're using. So right here we have just normal clove garlic. It just popped out of its shell. Here you're going to want to pick up some extra dill weed. I use this stuff when my sprigs of dill, which you're also going to want fresh sprigs of dill. Just can't really do it all on its own. I like the powdered stuff because it seems to absorb a little bit better. And you can pick up pickling spice. I put this stuff in there. It's a little bit sweeter than I would like, but it goes good with the spicy ingredients. So in this bowl right here we have various chopped up veggies. Normally I like to keep my veggies pretty whole, but since we're working with a smaller jar, we're going to go ahead and chop those down and also make sure that, you know, nothing funky's growing on them. I have various jalapenos, peppers, ghost peppers, celery, carrots, green onion, things of the sort. So, and then last but not least, obviously you need fresh cucumbers. You can cut them any which way you want. Like I said, I usually work with half-gallon jars or gallon jars, and in that case I'll usually go ahead and leave them mostly whole, but since we're working with small quart jars, I went and cut them down. So the process is super easy. So you're going to take a jar. Again, we're working with quart jars today, and despite what people will tell you when you get into canning, you can reuse normal pickle jars. I like to do this, it saves money, plus, you know, I make them for all my guys, so it definitely cuts down on cost. So all you want to do is you're going to take some of your ingredients. So you have some peppers, some carrots, some celery, some more peppers. The ghost peppers are down on the bottom. You have your fresh sprigs of dill. And then you have your extra dill and your pickling spice and a little bit of dill weed on top. And then you pack that full of cucumbers. Now, this is in the important part, right here. And this is pretty much the only part you don't have to mess up. It's super simple. You're going to put this down on a surface where you're not going to burn yourself. You're going to get a ladle, and you're going to take your brining solution. Now, your brining solution is composed of 1/4 cup canning salt, as well as 2 cups vinegar and 3 cups warm water. So reproduce that as much as you need, and then the cool stuff about this is you can just keep reusing it and bottling it after you're done. So you're going to ladle this into your jar, just like so, and you're going to want to make sure that the brine covers most of the pickles. You're going to want to leave a little bit of space at the top, but that's just about perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our ladle down. You want to make sure that you have a strong and clean seal. So you're going to take something to wipe off that lip right there. Take your lid. I don't think this has to be said, but make sure that your equipment is clean and or sterile before you start. I go on a rant in my mead video between the difference of clean and sterile. So you're going to take that, without burning yourself, you're going to pick that up and you're going to shake it pretty good. Now, what you basically want is you just want all that extra dill and stuff to start floating between the crevice and the cracks of your other vegetables. When you're done with that, you're going to go ahead, sit it there, make sure that the water didn't settle too much. Sometimes when you put water in, it can find a recess and drop it down. Make sure that's good. Now, this is my canning pot. It's a big stock pot. Now, you can do this with a normal pot. Just fill it up with water, make sure it's at a boil, which this is right here. And you're going to sit it in hot water for 15 minutes. So you're just going to set that in there like that. Again, I should probably actually be using my tongs to make sure I'm not burning myself. That's why I bought them. And then you can go ahead and grab the jar like so. But you're going to let that sit 15 minutes. The jar doesn't need to be covered all the way. And the more jars that you add, the higher the water will rise. Now, again, personal preference, you don't have to, but you can put the lid of your stock pot on, and that will just kind of help it cook all the way more thoroughly. So that's really as simple as it is. Just make sure you can pack as many cucumbers as you want in there. I would recommend, if you're using actual garlic, put anywhere from 1 to 2 whole cloves of garlic. I like mine really garlicky, so I put about 6 of these in there. And you're going to want to put, if you're using ghost peppers, for a small quart jar, 1 to 2 ghost peppers. For some of the big half-gallon jars, I put anywhere between 5 and 6. It's all about your own personal spice. Now the nice thing about cutting the veggies is it's going to make sure that the veggies are nice and flavorful and that the flavor permeates all the way through. It's also going to make the brine and the pickles a little bit more hot because the juices and the capsaicin from the peppers will go ahead and spread out into the pickles. But really, that's as simple as it is. Just get some cucumbers, get some dill, get some garlic, some hot brine, and put it in some hot water. Let it sit for 15 minutes. Now after that's done, you're going to let this jar sit on the counter undisturbed. We have a specific rack just for that. You want to let it sit for a month, a complete month. Try not to eat it. I know it's going to be tempting. You can actually technically eat them after the first week because they should be done. But believe me, you're going to want them to sit in the juices in that brine and absorb the flavor. After that, I would even recommend setting it into the fridge for even a few more days. And then you can enjoy them. I guarantee you can eat the whole jar before they go done. Alright, thanks. This was Jake, Roleplay with a Reason. Like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see you next time.